Welcome, fellow Tarnished, to Dark Fantasy Games, a new channel dedicated to Elden Ring and the dark fantasy genre. In this video, I'm going to be sharing the adventure guide with you, something that may be good for the new players, helping you with a few tips and tricks to get you started. How to travel the Lands Between. The Lands Between is a large place that seamlessly connects many areas. First, aim to find the Site of Grace, an exploration base and place to rest and level up to expand the breadth of your exploration. Legacy Dungeons. Giant dungeons built in complicated vertical patterns, rich adventure and powerful enemies await. Caves. These natural caves can sometimes house dangerous creatures. Light is limited, so you'll want a torch when exploring them. Underground crypts. Crypts built by persons unknown. Some have traps to ward off intruders. Also be aware of enemies pretending to be stone statues. Mine. Shafts dug by miners. Many of them go deep and have multiple layers. The ore is alluring, but don't get in the miner's way. Guide for Travellers of the Lands Between. Basic knowledge for surviving the many threats of the Lands Between. As we know, Sites of Grace are bases that give comfort and guidance to the Tarnished that exist in each land. Sites of Grace can be found where light gathers. The light also guides the Tarnished to the path they should take. When you are unsure of where to go, follow the guidance. Spectral Steed. The Spectral Steed torrent, inherited from Melina, is very manoeuvrable, and mounted combat is possible. Very helpful when exploring large fields. Map. Review Sites of Grace and dungeons you've discovered. You can mark points of interest with pillars of light. Expanding the map. Obtain map fragments from steles you find along the road. Getting these fragments adds details to your map. Scarabs. Defeat a scarlet or blue scarab to recover your uses of flasks of the corresponding colour. Some scarabs also give you precious items. Stakes of Marika. Statues to Queen Marika. If you die near a stake of Marika, you can choose to be revived there. Bird's eye telescopes. Telescopes that let you view the surrounding area from a high vantage point. Hugh. A blacksmith bound by chains. He forges weapons for the Tarnished. Melina. The maiden who guides the Tarnished, and a girl who offers trades to the player. She can turn rune fragments into strength for the player. Summoning pools. Idols where cooperative and competitive summon signs gather. Imp statues. Sealed statues. The seal can be broken with the right key. Carle. A travelling merchant who makes a living off selling items to the Tarnish. Purchase his crafting kit to create items yourself. Suggested item crafting. With a crafting kit, you can combine materials you gather to make items anytime. Item crafting may open some paths. Gold Pickled Fowl Foot. Temporarily boost rune acquisition. Furl Calling Finger Remedy reveals cooperative and competitive summon signs. Staunching Bullesses relieves impending hemorrhage. Fire Grease coats weapon inflicting fire damage. Rower Raisin. On horseback, feed to Spectral Steed to restore health points. Bone Dart. Throw at enemy to inflict damage. Fire Pot. Throw at enemies to inflict fire damage. Pickled Turtleneck. Temporarily boosts stamina recovery. Featherbone Arrow. Thin, whittled animal bone with feather fletchings. Rainbow Stone. Shines with coloured light when placed, serving as a guide. Limgrave Area Guide. Introducing the areas of Limgrave, the setting of the game's opening. Church of Ella, a church standing to the north of the First Step site of Grace. The travelling merchant Carle is selling his wares. Agile Lake, a lake named after the dragon that lives in this area. There are mines beside the lake where various ores can be found. Storm Vale Castle, a castle that stands on a precipice ravaged by storms. Godric the Grafted, deformed by age, waits in its depths. Stormgate, a barrier built on the road to Stormville Castle. The capital knights have made a base of the ruins that spread before it. Mistwood, a rich forest full of creatures. A lift that leads deep underground exists somewhere in this forest. Castle Morn, a castle standing at Limgrave's southernmost point. The centre is on a high wall and can't be seen into from outside. Round Table, the gathering place for the tarnished who seek the Elden Ring. If you are worthy to be summoned, you may be able to visit. And there you go guys, I just thought that was a cool little adventure guide and I thought I'd share it with you guys who may not have had a chance to see it or may be new to the game. This could offer you some fantastic tidbits for the game once you get into your adventure in the Elden Ring. So if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And before I go, I'd just like to say, may you be blessed with a curseless journey.